Here we have a pre-owned 2015 Acura MDX with a tech package. This one is crystal black pearl, and then we have black leather interior. For the powertrain, we get a 3.5 liter naturally aspirated V6 engine. That's mated to a 6-speed automatic transmission. And this one has about 85,000 miles on it. But as we come around to the front end here, we get our LED headlamps and a nice sophisticated front end look there. It reminds me of the Acura TLs, just how its front fascia is, and I really like that about these. But to the wheels here, 19-inch aluminum. We get passive keyless entry on all 4 doors. Memory seat controls are here. Blind spot monitor is there. And then we do have power windows, power door locks, power mirror controls there. That's for the lift gate, and that's for the gas cap, which I'll open now. But I love the trim there, just throwing that in there and having everything else blacked out. Lane departure warning, traction control. We have a foot pedal brake, just press to engage, and then press it again and disengage. We get a power tilt and telescoping steering wheel. There's our power driver's seat with 2-way power lumbar support. But I have that seat up front adjusted for someone of my size, being 6'3" with longer legs. So let's go ahead and check out the rear seat room in the second row. So not terrible here. When it's reclined all the way back, pretty impressive actually. I could lean the seat back up a little bit if I needed to. The seat back pockets are on both sides. We have the rear AC controls here, which are automatic. The vents, little space there. And this middle seat here folds down. We have bottle holders right there. And then there's a third row back there. So a little bit of space when it's reclined all the way back. Headroom is probably gonna be a bit of a problem, but for the most part, not bad at all. Grab handles here, and we can hang a metal or a plastic hanger hook there if you have a shirt or something you don't want to get wrinkled. Fuel caps there. Premium's recommended but not required on this 3.5 liter. And a big shout out to Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro for allowing me to review this MDX today. I'll leave a link below in the description. Tow hitch there, spares underneath. Let's go ahead and open this lift gate. So I love how quiet and clean this thing opens up. So storage there, side pocket there, good size, I like that, 12 volt. And then I'll show you the difference when this is folded down compared to when the seat's up. And I like that you can actually just pick a side, so if you want to have the left side, just sit somebody there, but then have all that for longer objects, you can do that. And again, pretty good space back there, all things considered, because this doesn't sit like a Honda Pilot or something bigger. It sits like a smaller SUV, just with the profile and everything. So I like that about these. Now you can hit this button and that'll push the seat up to get to that third row. You can also do it from the back. And then if you want to fold the seat flat, pull up here and then just make sure the front seat is up far enough, and then that'll fold flat there for even more storage. And then the front passenger seat is power there. Glove compartment's lockable, hit that button. And this one still has the owner's manuals in it. Now, one thing I like about this, but it also makes it kind of harder to review this, is I always forget to hit the hood latch on this because it's completely hidden. So it's actually over here to the side. But it is simple to open once you pop it from the driver's seat. Nice, clean, and easy to use latch there. But mostly covered up is that 3.5 liter naturally aspirated V6. Let's go ahead and hop in the driver's seat next. So nice leather wrap steering wheel here. I like the design, I like the 3-spoke look. There's the horn there. And then I remember when these radios came out, I loved having the dual screens there. So you can use this to kind of go through the top menu, and then you actually have a touchscreen for the bottom, which is just really nice to have. But there's a nav screen there, backup camera there, and we actually have the guidelines that follow us as we turn the steering wheel, which is pretty cool for a 15. Hazards are there, CD drive. But you can pull up the phone, info, all of that there. But for audio, we do have AM, FM, XM, along with Bluetooth. Again, that CD drive, and then we can hook up an iPod, and then we also have the hard disk as well. So plenty of music options here. Now we get dual zone automatic climate control, and the rear AC we can control as well. But we can adjust either side here, which is pretty neat. I like how the graphics work too. And then we can adjust fan direction here, and then we have 3-stage heated front seats as well. Everything is touchscreen on here, so I actually like how they set this up though. You get a little feedback on the screen as you tap something. So it's not like you'll just randomly hit something and it'll go crazy. And then we have a button to turn the system on or off, which is fantastic as well. I actually like this system a lot more than the newer MDX. I did a review of that, and you kind of have the pad down here. It was awful, absolutely awful. So the 12 volt here, we can stow all that away if we want to. And for the shifter, just pull, reverse, neutral drive, sport there. And then we can actually control our integrated dynamic system by hitting that button, and we have our comfort, normal, sport mode there. And then a little storage in there. So there's a USB-A aux and then a 12 volt. We can move that here, and then it exposes this additional space, and then we can close that off. And we have a top tray too, so tons of storage there. Gonna push this sunshade back, and we can slide or tilt this moonroof here. Love that it goes all the way back. There's a view of the back from up here. Sunglasses holder. All the controls are there. And I like that we get these premium reading lights here too. Vanity mirror. Now back to the steering wheel. Blinkers, auto lights on. And then we can toggle the high beams on, flash here. And then over here we have our windshield wiper controls. You do get automatic wipers, which is pretty cool. One time, off, auto, low, high. We can adjust the auto sensitivity here, then our rear wiper off, intermittent on. Pull either side for that rear wiper fluid, pull up for the front wiper fluid. And then the brightness of the gauge cluster we can turn up or down here. Paddle shifters behind the steering wheel. And then this scroll bar can be used for the volume, and then we can go through our track list, radio station presets here, Bluetooth controls, voice recognition, and we can go through the actual sources of the audio there. And then here we can toggle the trip meter, and then our info we can go through here. So I can see range, tire pressure monitors, oil life, all of that. And then I can even go in the settings and change the language or whatever. So tons of different things you can fool with in that small little screen in the middle. And then cruise, we can turn that on or off, set the speed, cancel there. Push button start. Here's the key fob. And next it's time to take this 2015 Acura MDX out on the road for a test drive.